President Obama arrived in Houston late this afternoon, greeted by President George H.W. Bush at the airport named for the former president, who is these days in a wheelchair. It followed an emotional day at Fort Hood, Texas, and a memorial for 3 soldiers killed in last week's shooting spree. It was a sadly familiar scene for President Obama and all those gathered at Fort Hood, and NBC's Mark Potter was there.
Under a hot sun, grieving families gathered, brothers and sisters in arms. The boots, rifles, and helmets of the 3 U.S. soldiers killed here last week stood front and center.
We here in the United States Army and the entire nation want you to know that we stand with you, that we grieve with you, and that we will be here for you.
Remembered today, Sergeant First Class Daniel Ferguson, Staff Sergeant Carlos Lasane Rodriguez, and Sergeant Timothy Owens.
It was love for country that inspired these 3 Americans to put on the uniform and join the greatest army that the world has ever known.
President Obama attended the service with the First Lady and met with grieving families before the memorial. The president also came to Fort Hood after the shooting rampage in 2009, when 13 were killed.
Part of what makes this so painful is that we've been here before. This tragedy tears at wounds still raw from 5 years ago.
Because the accused gunman, Specialist Ivan Lopez, was under psychiatric care, the need for better military mental health treatment was mentioned by every speaker.
We must come together to identify the risk factors that lead to violence, to address the challenges of mental illness.
Investigators say Lopez's shooting spree was sparked by an argument and lasted 8 minutes, but it will leave people wondering for a long time how this could happen again on American soil. Mark Potter, NBC News, Fort Hood, Texas.